So lads, Indiana Fever fans are just different. They are just different.
If you want to win an award, just make it about Caitlin Clark. That's all it takes, insiders are saying. After watching Clark's fans rally to take her from third place to first in the Webby Awards in just a few hours, it's clear Clark's fanbase is a force to be reckoned with. They are reshaping the WNBA landscape through coordinated support.
We saw Caitlin Clark Muse win the Muse tournament, so much so that somebody tried to bot the vote so that Caitlin Clark didn't win the Muse tournament. And what the hell the Muse tournament is literally just a Twitter voting thing. Like, people were buying botted votes to try and make sure Caitlin Clark didn't win.
In the next few moments, you'll witness how this single phenomenon exploded into a social media revolution, creating a fanbase as fiercely dedicated as Taylor Swift's legendary Swifties. While some players celebrate the surge of energy in women's basketball, others, like Angel Reese, have a different perspective. Pat Boylan, the Indiana Fever's play-by-play announcer, casually posted on social media about the team's digital crew being nominated for prestigious Webby Awards. One nomination highlighted Caitlin Clark's rookie season for Best Use of Video. But here's where things get wild.
Webby Awards, many of them featuring Caitlin Clark. Among them were an extremely tight race for Best Video. Caitlin Clark's historic rookie season has 28% of the vote. The leader has 30% of the vote.
That's right. When Boylan first shared the post, Clark was sitting in third place with 28% of the votes, while the leader had a slight but significant lead at 30%. In online voting competitions, this gap usually seems impossible to close. Clark wasn't even in second place, and based on usual voting patterns, she appeared to be out of the running.
Obviously, look, this is the vote. You can look at this category on the Webby Awards. I don't even know what the hell the Webby Awards are.
Then came the unexpected twist no one saw coming. Fever fans saw Boylan's post and sprang into action. Within just 2 hours, not days or weeks, the entire competition flipped. Clark's nomination surged from third place to first as fans flooded the polls in unprecedented numbers.
Well, they were in third place when this tweet happened. They're now winning.
Social media went wild. People couldn't believe their eyes as the voting percentages changed in real time. Users expressed total disbelief with comments like, "Is this even possible?" and "I've never seen anything like this." Many compared the mobilization to fan communities in entertainment, but this was happening in women's basketball.
Moved from third to first place within like 2 hours of this tweet. It is mad.
The speed of this response was revolutionary. The surge happened so fast, it defied all typical patterns of online voting competitions. Fever fans didn't just participate, they flipped the results in a time frame most marketing experts would consider impossible.
It's everything's just voting for Caitlin Clark. We're only 2 points behind the leader in terms of percentage points, and now all of a sudden it has flipped from third to first. You're seeing it all on Twitter.
What makes this even more remarkable is the sheer scale and lightning-fast mobilization. Fans from all demographics and locations rallied together in mere hours to support Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. This Webby voting surge revealed an undeniable trend. When it's tied to Clark or the Fever, fans show up and dominate with an intensity that's impossible to ignore. This overwhelming response is reshaping how people view women's basketball fandom. It's a shift away from traditional perceptions, as even the most celebrated WNBA stars haven't seen this kind of rapid support. Fans are now engaging with women's basketball with the same passion and power typically reserved for major men's sports or iconic entertainment fan bases like Taylor Swift's Swifties or K-pop stans.
All you have to do while being up for an award or anything is to just, you know, make it an award for Caitlin Clark, and the fans will be going absolutely berserk in terms of their voting, and they can seemingly win everything.
The implications are huge. If Fever fans can turn the tide of an award competition in just a few hours, think about what this means for merchandise sales, ticket demand, and broadcast ratings. This isn't just about a fan vote, it's proof of a fan-driven economy that could fundamentally alter the business model of women's basketball. It's showing how leagues, brands, and networks may need to rethink how they approach the game.
I'm not joking when I say this. This is the basketball equivalent of the Swifties.
Clark effect is so powerful that experts are now making a comparison that would have seemed impossible just months ago. What happens when a sport develops a fan base with the same level of dedication, organization, and immediate response as Taylor Swift's Swifties? We're witnessing that transformation in real time. WNBA analysts are officially calling Fever fans the Swifties of basketball, a nickname that represents a seismic shift in women's sports fandom.
Like, we can never forget that this happened. Like, it's hard to believe, like, it's hard to just wrap my head around just what is happening. Like, this was less than 3 months ago. It has been one of the wildest years ever. And
this represents unprecedented fan support that the WNBA has never seen before. Traditional sports popularity typically takes years, sometimes decades, to build. A player gradually becomes a star, builds a following, and increases their influence. But Caitlin Clark's fans have shattered that timeline, creating a new blueprint for fan power that has left even veteran players stunned.
But it is like an equivalent to Swifties. And I mean that, like, that is the best way I can describe it, is that it is like a takeover of the Swifties.
The coordination is nothing short of remarkable. When Clark appeared in a commercial last month, #ClarkNation trended within hours. Fans shared clips, created memes, and drove engagement numbers that rivaled major NBA announcements. Just like Swifties organized to buy concert tickets, Fever fans have shown that same determination. Whenever there's an opportunity to support Clark or the Fever, social media erupts with fans coordinating efforts, all within minutes, not days. What's truly remarkable is that this is happening during the quietest time in Clark's career, the off-season. Typically, rookie attention fades, but for Clark, it's becoming the most intense spotlight of her life. Fans track her commercials, analyze training videos, and create content about her every move. Even without games, her engagement numbers during this downtime exceed what most WNBA stars see during playoff games.
Like, if you have online polls, and you better believe that there would be and Taylor Swift was up for the greatest artist of all time, the Swifties will go and rig it. It's like the K-pop fans.
The parallel to Swifties goes beyond just their intense loyalty. They defend their idol from criticism and mobilize thousands in minutes when called upon. Both groups have mastered the art of turning individual passion into collective action that gets results.
We also can't forget with the K-pop fans that like the K-pop fans randomly just started voting Andrew Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins got an all-star because of the K-pop fans. And this is like that. This is genuinely like that.
This phenomenon is especially significant in women's basketball, a sport that has struggled for decades to gain mainstream recognition despite having amazing athletes and compelling storylines.
And also, I actually think that the all-star voting next season is going to be Caitlin, obviously one. I think number 2 is probably going to be Aaliyah again. Kelsey Mitchell in all-star voting will probably go up to 3. If I'm not mistaken, Alyssa Smith had more votes than Kelsey Mitchell last year.